What is going on, everybody? Bobby Fire, Sheet Saber. We're going to be talking through this MLB 7-game slate on Monday. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Golf was a small loss for me. Nothing terrible, nothing great. It's somehow like 5 of 6s in the top 20 in the 555. So that was kind of wild. It was a weird golf tournament. I'll say that. Sheets, how did you do? And then we'll jump into today's baseball.
I ended up getting like 10th in the lottery.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just kind of snuck in there at the end. So that was good. Made a little money in golf. And then played like so many sports this weekend. I ended up in the FanDuel squeeze the other night. I got first, second, and third, which is something I don't ever do. So that was obviously really good, but it was very strange to see. Not that I'm complaining, obviously, but
Sure.
So there was that. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm ready to get back into now there's very little. It's only a 2-game basketball slate tonight. So
yeah, I'm done. I told everybody I'll weigh in and do our stuff, but I'm not doing any content other than that. Just talking about my couple little thoughts because I'm not playing at all. And unless I play, I can't really give away my exposures or anything. So the 2-gamer I might mention later on. We could talk about transfer over from baseball to basketball live, but this last week has just been so wild. I don't even know, man. I'm shocked people are still able to make money off of it, but I guess that some people have to.
I did have the second best result in the survivor pool stuff. So if Houston and Auburn won, I would have locked in like 25,000 or something like that.
Yeah,
but the way it worked out, I won like 10, which was good.
Nice. It doesn't matter who wins the championship.
No.
Nice.
That worked out fine. Yeah, we got Masters coming up this week. There's 7 billion tournaments to play.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm already registered. I'm excited about that.
I don't know exactly what I'm playing, but
yeah, we'll figure it out.
We're firing it. The real bad news is that we lost our Survivor baseball pick.
Yeah, we lost our one loss is now out of the way. It's we took a gamble, but it almost paid off.
We had him. We had him right where we wanted him. We had one game against Colorado for all the cheese, and just gave up too many runs.
Yep. It's too bad, but we'll have to figure that one out. I'm not going to be able to share my screen very easily. Just FYI. Okay. It's probably going to be like that the next couple days.
Where are you?
My girlfriend's brother's visiting, so I'm not. The office is taken, so I'm sort of I'm working sort of like a little bit on a little table. All right. So starting off, we've got New York in Miami in New York. Excuse me. How's the weather there, by the way?
Stinks.
Really? So is it a weather?
The color code it's gray. It's
ugly, but it's not like not. It doesn't look like it's gonna rain.
It's raining a little bit earlier today. I don't know if it's gonna rain later. I don't know. It's definitely not fun. But
44 degrees. Oof.
Yeah, I see the SaberSim run projection of 4.9. That seems a little ambitious.
That does feel a little ambitious, and even Vegas has that 4.5. There's 5-mile-an-hour winds blowing in. Feels pretty obvious that Senga is a good option, and then I don't think I can talk myself into maybe I could. The stacks are going to look good and it's going to look popular. I wonder if that's going to continue throughout the day with the not being ideal hitting weather at an already bad hitter's park. What do you think?
Yeah, first of all, I do have Senga as one of the better options today. As far as the hitting, I have the Mets okay, but I don't have them anything great. I have them rated like 4th. So to me, that's not that big a deal.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have Miami obviously at all. So Senga, the Mets are popular. I'll probably end up under on them. That's the best I can describe that.
That's probably the same for me.
Yep.
Although I have to say, this is not. I'm looking at these other games, man. It's pretty ugly. We'll move over to Minnesota in KC.
Actually, if you want to keep it in order, I have Chicago, Texas next.
Okay, well then let's go to an even worse game weather-wise. It's really weird because when they start at the same time, it's going to be hard. This game has it's 30 degrees in Chicago. You've got wind. You've got 16-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from left. The actual total of this game is the lowest one I've seen maybe ever. It's a 6. So there is no way you couldn't pay me to take any of the hitting here, and I am interested in both pitchers, especially Steele.
Yep. I have Steele as one of the top pitchers on the slate. Currently have him number 2, but you could argue for number 1. That's price is just too cheap, for what this is. He'd be good at 9K in regular weather. You know what I mean? Like he's yeah. So matchup is whatever, but it doesn't even matter. So yeah, I definitely like Steele a lot. Eovaldi throws some heat also. I don't have him rated quite as high, but he can throw it 100. You know what I mean? So I have him rated right now. I mean, kind of tied for 5th, 6th, 7th or something. Like just to let you know, I have one guy that's kind of tied for 1st with Justin Steele. We'll get to shortly. Then I have Senga 3rd, and then another guy 4th. So that's where I am right now. Then I have Eovaldi among a whole bunch of other guys that are playable. So yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah. I think. I mean, I think he's the only person who's thrown a shutout so far this season.
There you go.
All right. Next up, Houston and Seattle.
No, Minnesota, KC.
Oh my God, what the hell? I'm sorry. That one. I just didn't see it. All right. Start off Minnesota, KC. Sorry about that.
Well, you wanted to talk about it so quickly, like 5 seconds ago.
I know. Okay. Well, I just what happened is I just sort of like blocked it out of my brain, and then I forgot about it in general. All right. I'll talk about it. All right. So 53 degrees, 8-mile-an-hour winds blowing in from left, sounding like a broken record. Michael Lorenzen, who just always seems to get me. I don't really want these pitchers. And I'm not like in love with the bats, but we don't have that many spots that I like. So I'm keeping an open mind to the lefties in this game, particularly on the Twins side, because I think the Twins have I guess you'd say the slightly better lefties. I don't know, but no, that's probably up in the air too. Mild interest in the lefties, but nothing crazy for me in this game, sort of any which way. If it was a full slate, I probably would just exit out.
Meanwhile, just to let you know, the team that ended up winning me all the money the other day and all those FanDuel contests was of course the Angels. It's always a bad team. That's really what it is. Twins, I have rated as like one of the top 2 stacks on the board today, which goes to show you. I mean, what the pickings are slim, So yeah, I like them, but listen, they have weather issues, like you said. But I do like them, and I have Kansas City rated 3rd. So kind of a weird slate like that. As far as the pitching goes, who do we have here? I'm not getting any to either of the pitchers, though. Not Richardson nor whoever's pitching for Kansas City. Lorenzen, not him either.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you what, I think for me, this may be just, hey, wait till 9:40 to do anything. Because I don't know how we're going to talk. I don't like any of this stuff. I guess maybe the Twins. I don't know. It doesn't feel great. All right, then we've got Wisniewski and Logan Gilbert in Seattle. So at least we're in a dome here, and pretty low ownership here. So I actually think you could make a reasonable case for especially the Mariners here. I actually like the Mariners a little bit against Wisniewski, although he's not bad. Gilbert's good. I don't mind Gilbert. I prefer the pitchers in the Cubs game a little bit, depending on how the weather shakes out there. But Gilbert would probably be the next guy for me. So I like Gilbert and the Mariners a little bit.
Meanwhile, have you been seeing what's going on? Like, so what happened to Glass now the other day? I mean, like, it just happens. It just happens.
What happened?
Gilbert, I think, got touched up his last start, didn't he? I forget.
Yeah, I mean, it's just gonna happen sometimes.
It's just gonna happen, So like when you get these, like, and not that Gilbert's an example, but you get these like real chalk spots. It's just not even pitching, which is supposed to be the predictable one. It ain't so easy.
Yeah.
I have with that said, I mean, I have Logan Gilbert like kind of the clear number 4 for me today. That is what it is. I have Wisniewski. I'm telling you, he's a guy that's gonna like show up in like some like 8% of my lineup somehow.
I think he's going to be more popular than he's projected.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in any case, yeah. So I'm getting some of him. That will be fine. As far as the hitting goes, I not I like you said. I mean, like it is a dome, something.
Yeah,
I have the Seattle. I mean, I'm top what I rate fifth. That's not bad. So yeah,
yeah.
sure, why not? Gilbert and some Seattle.
Gilbert and some Seattle. All right. Yeah, that's where I'm at pretty much as well. And I don't think it'd be the worst thing to try and get contrarian, and I just don't think you need to do it necessarily. Anyway, there's a couple games that to like here that we're getting into. I think hitting wise, Arizona and Baltimore.
How about yeah? How about the performance by Zach Gallen?
How about the fact that every time Merrill Kelly pitches on the weekend, which is the one time I don't play on Saturdays, especially, and he gives up a million home runs, and that's always the day I'm not playing. And it's like every other day he's like lights out. It drives me freaking nuts.
Zach Gallen like owned the Yankees.
Yeah, he did. He really did. I mean, that was also another one of those weird weather days too. Not that it mattered because they were striking out every time. All right, so Gallen and against Baltimore here. Eflin, these are actually not that bad of pitchers, but look, Arizona with the roof open, sign me up. I'll take shots on both these stacks today. I think this is going to be my plan is to play these later games and especially the Diamondbacks today. But I don't mind taking a shot against Gallen with an offense as good as Baltimore. So I'm in on both these guys.
Yeah, I'm passing. I think that the pitching is a little bit. I don't want to be messing with them. Well, I don't want to be messing with Baltimore. I don't want to be messing with Gallen. I don't want to be messing with either of them. So I'm probably just going to stay away. But yeah, like you said, the hitting environments are kind of tough to come by. So I can't dispute that idea.
Do yourself a little bit of a favor. Check last year with Zach Gallen. See how many times he had 2 good starts in a row. Now he almost always goes good start, bad start, or good start, medium start, good start, bad. He doesn't have 2 good ones in a row all that often. I'm just throwing it out there. So I was just looking through the game log. It's like 25 games before you get to 2 good starts in a row. So I'm just throwing it out there. And this is this is like a little bit of the Sheets thing, So I'm sort of taking a page out of your book.
I needed him to get out of the 5th inning last year for like 100,000 against the Dodgers, and he couldn't do it.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying maybe today for Baltimore. I think it's kind of interesting. I'm also interested. I am always a little bit. Baltimore's the team that I probably have like the over interest in for whatever reason. Every night I kind of want to play them.
Yeah. So as you mentioned, if you have the patience for it, I mean, like this is my top pitcher and my top hitters are coming up. Like I have Hunter Green as my number 1 pitcher. He's got upside. He's cheap and all that stuff. So I have him as my number 1. And as I mentioned last time, Logan Webb is just not my friend. So I'm just not playing him. That's the best I can describe this. Fortunately, he's not rated all that high today, so I'm not being put to the test. But I think Hunter Green is clearly my number 1 today.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the Reds, other than that Cubs game with a total of 3, the Reds have the 3rd lowest total on the slate, by the way. 3.1. Kind of hard to just ignore Gilbert to Logan Webb for me here. I get the Hunter. I think Hunter Green makes some sense. I'll just point out the Giants don't lose anymore, and they hit everybody so far. They're playing with the Dodgers and Padres in their record-breaking starts. And guess who's in first place right now? It's the Giants. they're 9-1. So I think that I think that both sides of the pitching are fine. I lean more Green. I have Green as number 2 behind Steele to me. Or actually, maybe number 3 behind you. I still like Eovaldi. Well, I guess he'd be number 2 because I don't know that I'd want to make Eovaldi ahead of him. But I'm kind of look. Hunter Green has got a tale of 2. He's got 2 sides to him. You know what I mean? I'm a little bit intrigued by the Giants. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it, but as of right now, I'm certainly considering it. Put it that way. And Webb would be my number 5 or 4 or 5, somewhere in that range. I'm not going to have none of them, but I'm not going to have a ton of them.
And the last game is the best hitting, I imagine.
I think it's going to be the chalk for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. So Padres, sure. Padres, and there you go. So for me, it's Padres. I mean, listen, it's chalk, but Padres, Hunter Green, and maybe Justin Steele. and then then try to get different some other way. That I know that's not what I'm going to get with Saberson, but that's what that seems to make sense to me. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that the Padres are going to be significantly the highest on stack on the slate. I do like them here for what it's worth against Severino, but I don't think it has to be automatic. And my guess is I probably end up a little bit below the field on them just because I like a couple other spots and they're going to be the most popular. And I don't generally play the most popular teams in baseball. No. And Severino, we can't decide everything based on one fairly good start, actually, to be honest with you. So is that right? Or am I missing a start? I might be missing one. I got to double check that.
Is Michael King going tonight? I mean,
yeah. And King is kind of interesting too. This A's team, sadly, we know it a little too well already, why do we know it so well? So I'll take the blame for it.
Right.
But they have not looked great offensively so far this season. And I still believe this. I actually believe this is more of a hitter's park than we were led to believe. So I like the Padres. And if you want to get frisky, I'm not going to fault you for playing the A's. I just don't know if I've got it in me again to do it quite yet. That's sort of where I'm at right now.
All right. So what we
Eric Johnson says, imagine fading the A's. Eric Johnson, you'd have had to fade the 80s to make any money. I've already lost so much money and our survivor pool on the A's so far this season. I was a big A's fan coming into the year and they've already turned on me. Sorry, Sheets. What were we gonna say?
No, nothing. I guess I'm gonna get going.
Yeah.
I want to. I have a call and I have to make right now. I'll call you back and we don't have to. Do you want to discuss the survivor thing online, or do you want to just?
I'm happy to do another one. Yeah.
All right. So how about in 10 minutes? We'll do a survivor one.
Sounds good.
Okay. See you then.
All right, but good luck to everybody.